Aries, how you getting on? So I have literally changed things up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days. 7 days. Someone's probably trying to reach out to you and give you a call and try to find out what it is that you're trying to find. You did have the Seven of Cups. So what are you trying to find, Aries? Or someone's trying to find you. But what we are going to find out is what's been going on with you over the last 7 days. Okay. So what's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days? What's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days? What's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days? What's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days? And we will go into what's going on with you over the next 7 days, okay, the future aspect. But we're looking into what's gone on with Aries over the last 7 days, please. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What's been happening with them over the last 7 days? 7 days. So you've definitely been studying, or you've been realizing a lot about higher education. You might have been also discovering that the person that you've been in condicament with is very difficult to crack. This is trying to crack the code also to the matrix and try to understand something a lot about conditioning. The conditioning that comes from oneself is also produced from another. So it might have to do with a lot to do with your children and the future aspects of where it is that you've been wanting to go and what's going to come up for the next 14 or next 7 days. 7 days. But also realizing a lot about family. This can be a lot about family. It means that that's what means the most important to you. So if the person that you have been trying to crack is the most important to you, if it comes to do with love, you might have realized that it's very difficult in order for this person to actually persuade otherwise. Okay, so it's also someone that's very wise. Okay, so it's studying law, it's studying esoteric, it's studying a business, it's studying someone, it's seeking somebody out, but it can also cut somebody out. You see, the words don't have to be very cutting. It can just be a foundation that you have now found yourself in, that you find yourself now more within your own power. Okay, but I'm picking it up of more of what you've been going through after the last 7 days is realizing that if it's the person that you're being like in a family situation with, okay, and it's a complete dynamic, but only if it's a dynamic, you realize that that's the most important to you if it's good. If it's bad, it means that what you've been going through is that they're not going to budge either way, and what they want you to do is actually look more into something, seek something better for you for education, or for whatever it is that you do as a job on a mundane level. I think this person is literally been telling you, or you've been telling yourself, that you need to study more about something in order to open up, because this person is open to learning but not open to giving. So it's learning a lot about equality, of realizing that if I need to receive something, if I need to take anything or get anything, I need to open up in order to give it. So it's a lot about learning. So what's been going on for Aries over the last 7 days? What's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days? Okay, so there you go. So someone around you has been trying to escape. This is someone of a plan that's been trying to escape something at home, is definitely what I'm picking up. So someone's really trying to get away. Get away. The getaway driver is what I'm picking up, the getaway driver. But also, you know, there could have been a hell of a lot of conflict around family, around neighbours, around society, where work is being extremely stressful, where people around your environment have been argumentative, where people have been where life has been so busy for you, Aries, that you've been running left, right and centre trying to run this business. If you're running a business, this is you running a business. So you're running a business, that's what you've been doing probably. It might not relate to you, but you've been trying to learn about something. But I would say on a few aspects that you've been trying to run a business, and you've been trying to, 1, educate someone, and 2, educate them. So I feel that you've got this battle that's been going on between family members where you're trying to educate them more about something. If these are people that just generally don't stay long and they just come for a little while and visit and then they go, you know, this is you trying to educate them as a responsible adult, okay? But during love, I think I think that you're trying to escape the situation that you're in. You're really trying to escape the situation that you're in, because there's a plan of escape. There's someone that's trying to understand things about, obviously, astrology and tarot cards and all that kind of thing, but there is someone also that's taking things also. So, you know, it's always, because this person has ownership, you know, so we all have ownership. So you have to own up to your own stuff, but you also have to own up to other people's stuff, is what I'm saying. You know, there's an equality of balance of give and take, but this person at the moment is taking something. Now, if that is higher education, then, you know, that's higher education. But if it's a family member, I'm feeling, you know, there has to be an equality of everything that you take. You have to give credit where credit's due, you know, pretty much. You know, you have to own up to what credit is what credit's due. So if it relates to credit, is what I'm picking up as credit money, is like someone that's not owning up to the amount of stuff that they have. That can easily be a little white lie of something that someone's trying not to admit. Someone doesn't want to have to admit somebody, but someone can be in their right to not own up to it because it's self. So some people, it can mean around you is someone that's extremely selfish and they don't own up to anything because they fear that if I do own up to something, they're going to take it. And if they take it from me, then I give just as good as I get. You know, there's a standoff between the energy. This is someone that runs a business, obviously, but it seems like they're running out of time to get what it is that they want. So your manifesting program at the moment seems to be at a halt. To do with a home, definitely to do with a home, but to do with, if it's business, somebody that you work for, somebody that lean on me, might see you as a friend to lean on, but as a love partner at the moment, they might just see you as a friend or someone that they're using in order for you to be their crutch for them, to run something for them. So this would be someone that runs their own business, okay? And that this person wants you to run their business for them or to help them with their business. But there is some kind of shady business is what I heard. Some kind of, it might not be shady. It might just be something that you're keeping to yourselves. It could be. That could be the little white lie that you're trying to hide from society, is the fact that you just don't want other people to know. That's another variable. Okay? If we're going down the bad route, you might feel like you're actually being used, that this person is using you to run left, right and centre to do all their work for them. And that can be a family member or society. You've got a lot of society stuff that's going on around you where people are getting you to do their business, pretty much. So there's someone that's trying to get into your business. Wow. There's someone that's trying to get into your business, or you're trying to get into theirs. Whoa, I just heard something different. Sorry. No, Dave, listen, sorry if you don't know, but Dave is my spirit guide. Dave gets me to say all kinds of stuff because I start channeling and shit just comes straight out my mouth. And you might be saying that, you know, shit just comes straight out my mouth or out of theirs. You know, shit just runs straight out your mouth, bruv. Don't shit just run straight out of your mouth. Every single time, don't shit just run out of your mouth. And it flows like a river. Because it's free flowing. Sorry, I don't know if this is relating to people or not. But this can be someone that speaks loudly. You know, they speak loudly. They can speak softly. Suddenly killing with your song. Killing me softly with his words, telling my whole life. With his words, killing me softly with his words. Someone's saying something. Someone's saying something and someone's being mean and someone sees them as mean. A lean, mean, working machine. That's what I heard. A lean, mean, working machine. You bad mamma jamma. But if that's bad, it's like trying to break bad, to be honest with you, Aries. It's like trying to break bad. Can you break bad? Do you want to continue on this path? Do you want to try and break bad? Because there's some kind of breaking bad. Someone's trying to break someone's bank also. Break someone's bank, break someone's conditioning, and break someone's belief. Someone's really trying to crack someone's belief. That can be religious or spiritual. This is also your own. Your own. You're trying to crack the code to the matrix of what the fuck is it that I'm seeing everything, and I'm just like, whoa, the fuck is going on? I'm seeing this person in the street. I'm seeing that person in the street. When I'm walking around, I see number plates and billboards and numbers all over the fucking place. Why is that? Why is my family member suddenly telling me, the child that seems to be probably, that's running left, right and centre, saying, oh my God, Mum, Dad, I can see this person running. I can see this person that could roll. This person has probably run out on you before. Or could run out on you before. Or could run out on you before. Tell me more about Aries that's happened to them over the last 7 days. It's to do with an idea and a project for sure, and it is also to do with children and society and family and belief and heritage. That the path that you seem to have taken, Aries, seems to have led you down the long and winding road that that leads to your door. Yeah, the long and winding road. They never disappear. I've been down that road before. You've been down that road before, I think, Aries. I can't remember the lyrics. Seem to have fucked up. Sorry, someone seems to have fucked up big time. Maybe that's not for everybody. Aries, what's been going over with Aries? What's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days? What's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days? My God, that came out. Did you see it? Did you see it? There's nothing up my sleeve. Sorry. Why have I done that? Someone's a magician, I think. Or someone's trying to manifest something into their reality of an idea that they've got. But, you know, I don't know why I keep coming up with that. Look, there's nothing up my sleeve. There's nothing up my sleeve. I'm trying to be honest about this child that I seem to be taking things from. Someone's trying to take someone's idea. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's trying to steal somebody's idea and use it for themselves. Listen, Aries. Credit where credit is due, bruv. I hope that's not me. You got to have ownership, right? You got to have ownership to... What I'm trying to say, Aries, in general, is that you've got to have ownership of your own belief in order to manifest what you believe in. Because if you believe in, well, someone else, you know, someone you might be saying, listen, I believe you, I believe in someone else. You're taking the power away from them and you're putting it to them, you know. So you might be putting your children first. You might have been putting your children first overall, but now you've probably realised that actually you come first. Because this person here is the one that makes the decision. So this would be more of the parent. But the child could be suffering from some kind of tomfoolery, is what I heard. Tomfoolery. Now, for some of you, that could be in your part where they're just literally going backwards and forwards from home and college and stuff. And they've got a new idea and they're just pretty much going from college to home, you know, that kind of stuff. But if we go down the route of like co-parenting of grandmother, this would be like a grandmother or a grandfather. Like grandfather clock is what I just heard. This would be a grandfather clock or a grandmother, or it could relate to a mother-father. But if we go down the grandmother or grandfather of the matriarch, the person that rules the roost is the person that rules the home. So this is the fact that you feel like every time you admit something, which whatever that is, about a child, or whatever it is that you admit about yourself, they interfere. They interfere. But please don't lose people's shit because I have to give what variable I see. If it doesn't relate, it doesn't relate. You might be saying that. Listen, they just don't relate with you. Just leave me to my children and you fucking deal with your own stuff, bruv. You deal with your own stuff. and I'll deal with my child. I know what's best for my child. So why is it that every time I say something, you fucking interfere? So if that's your love partner, that's obviously the dynamic that's been going on around you, where you're saying, listen, why do you interfere? Oh dear. Why is it that when I have this idea to do something, you interfere with it? So why do you do that? Well, the great illusion of why, Aries. The great illusion of why. I think someone's trying... You might just have a new child and they're going through the why stages. But why? Why? Mum? Why is that? Why did... Whoa. I'm sorry, Aries, but why did my father in the beginning leave? That might be a question that your children's asking. Why did you leave Dad? Or why did you leave Mum? Or why did they leave? Someone left. Someone's left. Someone's left something. They've actually left something. They've probably put an idea on the back burner, is what I've heard. Meaning, like, it's a fresh idea that we're doing, if it's together, if we're together. But if it's together, there's an idea that's just starting to grow. But there's an idea that's been put on the back burner, meaning in order to literally manifest this money that we want, we've got to start running for one another and not running from one another. We have to work together because we're from Dudley. We have to work together. Let's see what's been going on with Aries over the last 7 days. So there you go. That's the family and a King of Cups. So what I'm picking up is that this is the idea that you've got to set seeds. So plant water, watch them grow, watch them waver sow. So someone's definitely trying to plant a seed of intention of an idea that they want to do, and they're trying to manifest it into reality through chucking water at it, bruv. Let's just chuck emotion at it. Let's put emotion on the back burner. Let's just put emotion on the back burner at the moment, but let's put emotion into this business venture that we've got. But for some of you, some people are taking someone's idea, or they're taking your idea, or something. Or someone's taken. Liam Nielsen's taken. Someone's taken a child from the home. If it's a good spin, they just pretty much just go backwards and forwards, you know. But someone has taken a child, and it could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's possible, or you've got it in your chart, but if not, the story. For some of you, they're taking your financial freedom or your financial independence. But you feel like if you've lost the job, you've now got an idea in order to do and run your own business and run your own clock. And you like to do things yourself about the children bit, which is like, if this is the grandfather, grandparent or whatever, listen, don't interfere when I'm trying to raise my family. Don't interfere with, like, if you don't interfere with my children, if you've got children on different, like, aspects, then, you know, my child is my child and I know how to raise my child and I'll do it my way, you know. That doesn't have to be an issue, but if you want to make it an issue, then grab a tissue because we'll get into a fight about it. King of Swords. But you could be saying that to your children. Listen, don't cry about it. Don't cry about it. It's okay. Something to do for some of you about a water sign that was very controlling. That could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Because the King of Cups, if he's not emotionally open, he's emotionally stern, and he'll stay that way. Very much so. He will stand within his own right as a masculine figure, But this would be a very masculine male person. It would be someone that could still run their own business and all that sort of stuff, but they would just literally not budge either. This could be a very controlling energy because it would be someone's trying to control their emotions. But it can also be someone that stands up. You see, the King of Cups and its highest vibration would be someone that stands up, would be a leader of emotion, would give emotion and would give you the shirt off his back and everything that he has in order to lead and guide people. But its worst vibration, this person would not fucking budge an inch emotionally. So for some of you, that's a bad card. And it might be someone that was taking from you to do with children and money and stuff like that, to do with the home and the family and all that. Someone that you could have been married to or was with at one point, for some of you. And that this is the fact that you have children with them. And that the co-parenting situation, they want to see them and they want to do things with them because that's their child. But you probably see them as someone that where it's like, well, they've been deceptive in the past and they've done it in the past and they've completely and utterly remained in control of everything that I've done and said, and now I'm stuck in the middle of you, which is the children that are stuck in the middle of you, which is everybody, right? So we've gone on for 28 minutes. So let's see, we'll draw one more card, please. One more card for what's been going on with Aries after the last 7 days. One more card for Aries. So, wow, this person is really trying to remain in their power. 100% Aries. 100% trying to really put things as... If it's the business that you've been trying to run and go through, if you've really been trying to run a business at the moment, it's come to a halt where you're like, fuck, hold on a minute. I've got to go back. I've got to go back. Someone's left something behind and they've got to go back. But we'll get onto that. But your manifesting program at the moment needs tweaking. It needs tweaking. Because this is where things, for what you're trying to manifest as a business, could seem very slow of anything really coming in at the moment. Which hopefully through retrograde of what we're just kind of coming out, things will hopefully start to come out. There could be some kind of truth that's coming out. Anyway, I'm going to have to cut things off because I've got to cut these ones shorter so I can get through them all. But I'll continue to channel, okay? And then we'll see what these cards are, clarify them. We'll see what's going to happen after the next 14 days, okay? So, 7 days. Sorry, 7 days. But we'll see how this clarifies and we'll see what's going to happen within the next 7 days. Okay, Aries, so that's your reading, and I'll continue to channel over these cards and do some more. But whatever it is that I do over there, it will give you a lot of clarification on what could well happen after this period of time over the next 7 days, okay? But this could be something that you're going through now. If not, and it just really relates to your story, obviously if you're on Patreon, you get to see everything anyway. So I really do appreciate a lot of you that are coming over there. I really do appreciate that. And you will have access to all this as long as you like. If you just want to see this over on Vimeo, then you can watch that in the bi-weekly folder. I'll put these in the bi-weekly folder and you can watch them from there, okay? But majority of the time it is much more beneficial for people on Patreon because you get to watch everything that I do, okay? And I've got plenty of time, so if you want a personal reading, you can contact me in the email below and I can fit you into the schedule and give you a reading as soon as possible, okay? But if you but I'm also doing I'm also doing another set of readings, okay, which will be where it'll probably be 2 hours, where you can either tweak that reading to yourself, okay, which can be an hour, the reading will be about an hour, and it'll be a full spread, and I can just pretty much give you a reading without you saying much. And then we can have about an hour's call after that on Skype, that we can go over your reading and how it related to you, tweak the reading, and then I can hopefully, as a guide, which guides you, you know, from looking as a great perspective that gets you out of the forest, pretty much, you know. So we can guide you through that and can give you some tools on manifesting, all that kind of stuff that we can go through about spiritual stuff in the call itself. And maybe sometimes if there's an extra couple of questions that you just want answering, we can tweak that around the Skype call. But that is something that I'm also opening as well for reading. So if you would like one of those, please make sure that you send a link for the email and let me know, and then I can try to talk to you via that. Okay, but like I said, all this reading will be in all the links below, Patreon and Vimeo. Okay, guys, peace.